Alright, well, oh my goodness, is my, I guess my throat's being all weird today. This week is reading week for university, so I have the week off from university, and normally that would mean that I'd probably do, like, more streaming than usual, but instead it's just meant that I've been able to start catching up on the stuff that I've been behind on since I was in Italy, is the thing. So I've been keeping busy, and after... What, let's just do, like, for tonight, some late night chilling of Mario plus Rabbids, because it's been a little smidge, you know? So, that's my plan tonight, is probably not gonna be a super long stream, probably just gonna be, you know, a little smidge of late night chilling. I figured figuring out where the ice blocks was on camera wasn't too important, so I did it just before starting the stream. It's done. In case anybody... I doubt it, but in case anybody ever is, like, following along with this series, trying to, you know, see where things are and what to do, I found out the locations of the ice blocks were there, back there, in that tree, and in that tree, apparently, right, well, yeah, right there, just past the shop bot. So there's that. Hello, Mortis and Lancer. Hope you both are doing well today. Trying to find who else haven't found anything yet. In regards to, or just showing off that GIF emote for the wackiness of that. Now, I think it's 11 planet coins that we need to buy the thingamabob. That's not the run button. What game am I getting mixed up with? It's Persona again, isn't it? Yeah, I need just one more coin. So I just kind of want to do one more quest here, at least, before moving on. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them before we skedaddle on. Complete the coin challenge. Oh, I can do this, like, right now. Wait, I think. Didn't I try to do this once before? I failed. How do I get up there? I am very confused. There's a ladder right here. Is what's going on here. Alright, so... the heck is, that there? Ow. Come on. Okay, so the next set of coins is over here. I think these are the ones that I wasn't sure where they were, right? I couldn't find them, but now I see them. I can see clearly now the rain is gone, I guess. Yoink. What? Oh. 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 Oh, please. Oh, thank goodness. Well, also, with a whole bunch of stuff going on, it's been since before Italy that I went and trained in Taekwondo, so... I was like, you know what, let's just go exercise out some stress and stuff. And, well, I'm a little bit out of shape, is the case. So, my muscles are pretty achy right now. But, you know, I'm really glad that I went in and trained. But, you know, I'm pretty beat here, is the case right now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So, there should only be the one spark left in this world, I think, right? Because if we check in the manor, there's a quest there. Yeah, there's some quests, but there's no spark, so it's just this here. So, there's no faster place to fast travel to get over there. Let's see this secret zone. Let's see what's so secretive. I am gonna be tempted to just move on to the next world rather than lingering here, because I think one of my complaints with this game so far is that in a lot of instances, the hard mode doesn't feel very hard. And I wonder if that's because I gained levels going around doing all the quests in the first world before coming here, and that if it would be scaled better if I didn't go around doing all the quests and just came back to them and did them while being over-leveled later. Something like that. I don't know. So, I don't know. I might just do the secret door and then move on to the next world. Or maybe I'll just be a weirdo and go do all the quests anyway. Because, you know, there have been some story battles that have been pretty challenging. And then there's a lot of others where it's just like, wow, that was pretty trivial. Considering, you know, there was 3 phases to the last world boss. And each one of those phases I beat in 1 to 2 turns. You know, 7 out of 1? What does this mean? What?
The Rabbids' frenetic creativity prompted them to make secret playgrounds for themselves on every planet they inhabit. Unfortunately, any pains they took to hide them were ineffective against Cursa. Fortunately, a less than scrupulous merchant, SalesBot 9.99 plus TX, sells its own custom-made keys to unlock them.
Sweet.
Payable only with a localized and untraceable currency, Planet Coin.
And untraceable. So maybe that's oh, 7 out of 10 not hard enough. If 10 was like a perfect difficulty for what I would imagine hard to be, Most of these story battles, I would probably actually put it like 5 or something like that, honestly. Some of them have been really thoroughly challenging. Or, oh, look how cute the fox is! Or even some of the Spark battles, for example, have been, you know, a really good, meaningful challenge that have made me really need to think, but a lot of them just haven't been, is the case. Too easy or too much of a pro gamer? I mean, considering the amount of Fire Emblem stuff we've done on the channel, you know, I know my way around some BS difficulties in strategy games. Like, my goodness gracious. And we've also done some other similar things like triangle strategy on the hardest difficulty as well. The true route of triangle strategy on a first playthrough rather than a New Game Plus. Which is very much recommended, especially for those final levels, because you have not enough units otherwise. So, you know, we know our way around some crazy strategy game difficulties around here, so maybe that's what's going on. Which, speaking of, I'm looking forward to sometime next year doing a Fire Emblem Fates Conquest Lunatic Classic. Which was supposed to be this year, but then Three Hopes came out and put a wrench into the works there. What was beaming IGN? Ah, yes, good ol' IGN there. So, wait. Whoa, wait here. Huh? But what do I do now? Question marks? Also, it's been a smidge since streaming this game. And since the last time it was streamed, like, DLC was already announced for this game to be coming, but it wasn't quite sure what it was gonna be, apart from there being one DLC that would add Rayman. It has now come out what the DLC is going to be more exactly. Apparently, there's gonna be 3 waves for this game next year. You'll be able to buy them individually, except for the first one, which is exclusive to buying the bundle. So sometime early next year, they're gonna add a challenge mode, like a challenge tower thingamabob. So maybe that'll give me the challenge that I'm looking for and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. What's the point of having this over here? I am confused. Is that a thing? No, it's not a thingamabob that I can do that with. The second round of DLC sometime mid next year is going to be another planet. They'll just add another world, I guess. And finally, late last year is when they're bringing the Rayman DLC. And apparently it's going to be handled in the style of Donkey Kong Adventure from the first game, where it's like you just have 3 party members and go on a standalone adventure. And in the original game, it was Donkey Kong, a Rabbid Cranky, and Rabbid Peach. And this time it's going to be Rayman, Rabbid Mario, and Rabbid Peach. And I do have to say, from that news, I am very disappointed. Because, well, at the Rayman one. Because what people were looking forward to with the idea of the Rayman DLC was that we would finally have Rayman and Mario on the same screen. It would finally be a Rayman and Mario crossover. But Ubisoft instead has just been like, it's not a Rayman and Mario crossover. It's a Rayman crossover with the Rabbids who crossed over with Mario. You know? So, it's like, what the heck? I mean, maybe they just didn't get permission from Nintendo to have Rayman alongside Mario. Maybe they had permission for Rayman alongside, you know, the Ubisoft's characters, the Rabbids, but not Mario. But you'd think, you know, Rabbid Mario characters would be like shared properties or some weird thing like that. I don't know. But it's disappointing news, I do have to say. I guess we move this first and foremost. It means that we're still not truly getting a Rayman Mario crossover. I see here now. I see. Can I let go, please? I guess I have to press B, not A again. Is the case, so yeah, DLC stuff with this game got announced, and I'm looking forward to the challenge mode and the new planet and stuff. I'm not even done with exploring the planets of the base game yet. And I'm sure that the Rayman DLC will be a good fun time. But it's just disappointing knowing that, you know, it seemed like it was finally going to be a Rayman Mario crossover, and it's just like, nope. Pranked. So where am I bringing this? Yeah, Conquest Lunatic has been too long in the making. Birthright Lunatic was so much fun with the insane shit we would talk about. That was such a... I think after exercising earlier, and panting and, like, dying and stuff like that since it's been a while, I think my throat is just really, really screwed today, so I'm sorry for my coughing. It's not like COVID or anything like that. It's just me being out of breath and stuff is what I think it is. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. Because, you know, Birthright Lunatic Classic was a year ago now. So there'll be like an entire over year-long gap between Birthright and Conquest. Just because like 3 Hopes released and then Engage shortly-ish after that. That, you know, will have kept me occupied with Fire Emblem related stuff. So I need to do something with the square one first. Oh, I need to move the block down, don't I? I think I see now. I think I see it. But yeah, I gotta go back down here. Also in terms of BS difficulty in Elden Ring, Speedrunner did a run where the game went up a New Game Plus cycle every boss kill and use a mod to make New Game Plus scale infinitely, beat all 164 bosses. Wow. If you want BS difficulty, Devil May Cry 3 had Hell and Hell mode. Wait, had Hell and Hell mode. Are these separate difficulties? Which is the hardest difficulty with the caveat that any hit, no matter how small, kills you instantly. Well, that's that's certainly something right there, isn't it? I mean, that's kind of the way that I felt through, you know, a lot of Awakening's Lunatic Plus classic run. It was kind of the case, you know, not always, but a lot of the time it felt like it, you know. Definitely felt that kind of way. I wonder what difficulty modes there's going to be in Fire Emblem Engage. I have not been following Fire Emblem Engage news pretty much at all. Wait, what? Can I not climb a ladder with this? Huh? Can you not climb ladders? Wait. I don't need to climb the ladder. I can place it on that thing, right? Let's just see here. Like in Birthright, we talked about everything from nuclear energy to Baby Yoda Bop It. Oh, yeah. So imagine the nonsense in Conquest. Yeah, I've been hyped for it. But, you know, 3 Hopes and then Fire Emblem Engage. Which, as I was just saying there, I haven't really been following news for. You know, I've been seeing that they've been making little posts about some of the previous Fire Emblem characters you can summon and stuff. I'm the kind of person where it's just like, yeah, I'll play it when it comes out and I'll find out there. You know, I'm a big Fire Emblem fan, but I'm honestly not as hyped for Engage as I thought I would be. Like, knowing what a crazy Fire Emblem person I am, I thought that I would be really hyped for it. Maybe it's just because of, like, all the Fire Emblem stuff on this channel that's drained me, or maybe I was really tired after 3 Houses or something. I don't know. But for one reason or another, like, I'm sure that Engage will be a fun game and I'll have a good time with it and stuff. But I'm just not particularly hyped for it when, you know, I would have thought that I would have been. So we'll see what happens there. Apotheosis Anna moment, yeah. I got out RNG'd, you love to see it. Excited for Engage, but getting a bit sick of FE's multiverse push. Wait, have they been pushing for multiverse stuff in other games? Like, there was the original Fire Emblem Warriors. There's Fire Emblem Heroes. Is there other things that have a multiversal kind of push thing? Well, I guess if you want to be specific, there was, you know, the Awakening stuff where it's like DLC crossover with a bazillion things. It does. It honestly does. That and Grandor Field. Not Gondor Field. This isn't Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Grandor Field and what was it? The Sleeping Sand Legend. Definitely my 2 least favorite maps. Maybe they're also the ones that I remember better because those maps happened after my half-a-year break in the middle of my Golden Deer run. was the case. And I remember playing some maps before the half-a-year break that were pretty BS, like the Ashen Wolf paralogs. But those were the later ones that really stood out to me. But again, it could just be because it was after my half-a-year break in the middle of the playthrough. When you started the idea of the multiverse, Fates had it too. Was there I guess there's like the amiibo in Fates, the 4 amiibos that you could tap of the Smash characters, right? But was there anything for DLC in Fates that was that? Oh yeah, I guess there was the one. There was Before Awakening. Because I'm about to say, like, I should know Fire Emblem Fates like the back of my hand. How is this not coming to me? Yeah, there was the Before Awakening chapter that you could do that gave you like a single item of reclassing to Grandmaster and Great Lord, and you could never get more legitimately in the English version of the game because the Japanese version had a DLC that leased for later that would let you get unlimited of those reclassing items. But that DLC never released in the West. So in the West, if you want to do like a legitimate playthrough, you could only get 1 of those items. Just 1! only have one character in that class for your entire file and nobody else in the Before Awakening DLC. So there was that. There are ways that you can hack in to an English copy of the Japanese DLC. I had it sort of working at one point. I had it working, I just didn't have it successfully translated, and it like screwed with some of my other DLC. It's something that we'll cover in Revelations. I'm not going to bother with, Birthright's already done. I won't bother for Conquest. But when we do Revelations, I'll try to get it figured out and, showcase the Japan exclusive DLC for my file. Is what I'm going to do. Oh, man. That's what happens when you work out again after a few weeks of not, unless you count hiking around in Italy. The One Awakening was kind of weird because it was one part multiverse, one part, yes, it's all the same world, but with the weird cards and stuff. Multiverse crossover stuff and FE doesn't really work in the main series, in your opinion. I mean, I guess we'll see when Engage releases to see whether or not it for sure works, but, it does feel kind of strange, and it's not something I'm super duper hyped for. Makes me feel that the devs are afraid to make new characters that Edelgard warned us about with the Crest toothpaste looking hair. Engage was meant to be an anniversary game that got screwed over by COVID. Oh, I have the 30th edition, collector's edition thingamabob of Fire Emblem on my shelf over there. So it was probably meant to come out for the 30th then, in that case. Apotheosis was the first stream you got, you remember it? Well, that was certainly a time, wasn't it? Huh. Which is why the game makes liberal use of the multiverse thing. Huh. Interesting there. Thank goodness found me. I was getting really bored in there. Vamp Dash. I have an idea what you do. Didn't Rabbid Luigi have Vamp Dash in the original game? I'm fairly certain, so they just made Vamp Dash a spark now. That's pretty cool. So I guess I already know what you do. Whoops, that's the map button, not the this button. Yeah, look at this. We're collecting a whole bunch of sparks and stuff. Yeah, look at this Vamp Dash. All dashes will deal 140 damage and heal the hero by 30% of the damage dealt. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna want to put that on edge. Is what I'm gonna want to do. So, wait, I guess it changes depending on the hero. Didn't it just say 140? I guess it stacks with, the dashing buffs that I have there. So slightly more damage from Electro Dash, but I also get heals from this. But I also haven't upgraded you at all. So if I upgrade you here... oh man, my throat. 245, 260. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, neat. I still need to do my throwaway save file of 3 hopes on who you gonna call defeat the Ghostly Walker Guard. You know what, sure. Let's do it. What the heck was I just saying? I don't remember anymore. But yeah, also, Guzman, you've been talking a lot about his game. I won't give any details so you know a bunch, but it's pretty cool seeing it all come together. Well, it's good to hear that everything's, sounding like it's coming together bit by bit, just in case I use things for thumbnails. Surviving chills. That's what life here is like right now. Early November. Although it's not really your issue with Engage, you play D&D, so you're fine with the concept of a multiverse and Fire Emblem, but Engage's general vibe doesn't mesh with you. Yeah, I worry about it. It feels kind of like the Fates amiibo, but as part of the main story in a weird way. That's what I'm kind of worried about there. So, wait, survive. So I just gotta survive 6 turns. Will not trigger hero reaction abilities when moving. Has a technique that allows it to separate heroes from cover before attacking. Oh. You like the toothpaste hair? You're a fan? Who am I gonna want to use for this one? Maybe Rabbid Rosalina. It's not a big battlefield, just like freeze a whole bunch of them. And then maybe not Luigi. Can't even use his Steely Stare on those guys. Rabbid Peach is always a pretty safe option. I mean, how about this? How about this? Sure. I like this idea.